Coach, thanks. We are about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Why the fuck I'm going trips this early? Let's slow down 5. We don't need to be going fucking.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Load it. Back. Topper. Behind.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
"45 to Mike, 45 to Mike." That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler, works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon.
Out of here.
He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance, his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey! Motion! You! Mike 34, Mike 34. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, Rocket. Hey, let's get there. Alert 3. White, 89.
One more time with Clement. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Let's go, one more. Ready, go. Check. Shoot. Check. Look. Squeeze. Big river.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Right?
Yeah. It's an old-fashioned goal line stand.
All my two inside players. Come on, man. Come on, fucking Pouncey.
Where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And this is going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh.
The coverage there too
I
strong
thought he was
to the
going
deep
out.
ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I thought he was going
That
out.
certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one.
I am
Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Make you happy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Locke going to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
Damn, I thought that was
Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
132 fighter. Ready?
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That's what you
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
That's what you trying to do. You trying to get him hurt.
80 weapons. Shoot.
He finds Matthews. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Well, the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
61, match spot now.
Locke going to go on 4th down. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
X3, 218, chop.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Locke throwing on second down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
I would take that.
About playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
Okay. This guy, I guess he don't understand.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going with Lindsey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
I would be going for it. I would be playing just as aggressive.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On the set. 58, come on. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Pick that motherfucker off.
Yeah, maybe lucky there.
Way to make a fucking play, boy.
Defensively. 3rd down.
Made that play.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Score.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Broncos have taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
45's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. Derek Wolfe there on the...
I got to take you. I like you, but my man's not getting his touches. We need these touches.
Derek Wolfe there on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd and 9.
Come on, fellas. Come on. I should have thought about all of that.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Two-jet bomber, two-jet bomber. Slam, slam, slam. Shoot.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw it is Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the
Get
back
out
pocket.
of here.
And that's what friends are for.
The guy can't fucking make
As the
the catch.
returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a
Get
doubt,
outta
because
here,
he just
man.
took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Like, come on, EA. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let him make the fucking catch.
50, plant. Hey, come on, come on.
Lock now on first down. And that is incomplete. He
That'll
couldn't
make the
hold on
fucking
through the
catch, man.
contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're talking 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Locke will try again on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. Third down here. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from
Let me
earlier
get
today.
there. God.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That
Don't
one
understand,
goes
like,
for
let me get
24
there. I had to finish
yards.
it. Let me get there. Like, fuck.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down and 4, Rivers. He's got it to Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zoned, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. To throw, Rivers. This is caught by Williams. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
We're okay. Run 80. Run 80. White. 26. Hey, Wahoo. Keep it skinny.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game.
We got 4.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. Open man is Cantrell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley's kick is good. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
We gotta get you going, baby.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Run 80.
Throwing Rivers. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
Come on,
they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Like, if you pick that up, we gone. We taking it to the house. Stop fucking playing with me, man.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that.
I missed that.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
I don't know how I missed that.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
We playing too fucking conservative now. Let's go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Block again here on 2nd and 10. This is the tight end Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
What we got? Hey, Orville, get it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Airs this out for Matthews. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Too fucking conservative.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. throwing again. Lock. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. We're holding on to the...
Too fucking conservative. Let's fucking go.
At this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish.
Let's go. Let's
the two
fucking
F's
go.
for a rookie quarterback.
Let's put up 7 right here, boys. Too fucking conservative. Too fucking conservative.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very solid gain of 27. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Sit, round 80. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that top deep. Don't let him breathe. 12. Behind.
From the gun, Rivers.
Nowhere
to escape,
oh my
and he
goodness,
goes
get rid of it.
down.
Why are we pump faking? Why the fuck are we pump
in there
faking?
to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead,
Oh my
the defense
goodness, get
counters
rid of
with
it,
pressure,
man.
and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Hatchet. Shoot.
Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, Pouncey.
Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack.
Thank
It
you,
brings up the
Pouncey.
3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially
Get out of
considering
here.
they just
Like,
gave up
come on,
back-to-back
man.
sacks.
Sit 180.
3rd and
190.
15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bradley Chubb. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's got 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
2 ends. God damn, man. I can't even step into the fucking pocket.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Oh, come on,
I think
boy.
you are. I don't think that
You
there's
don't
any
need
way
that.
you can run back out there and go,
You don't
totally
need that
didn't
at
affect
all.
me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Lindsey. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 72 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rivers.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Wood.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Two fucking turnovers.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
So fucking weak, man. 2 turnovers. That didn't need. Another one. That bounce off the fucking.
The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Rivers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Rivers. Caught by Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rivers now. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. To the air again here, Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Because nobody could get open, huh?
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Nobody can get open against that shit, huh?
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Rivers to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
How does he miss that? How does he miss that?
3rd and goal. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you
said
the magic number earlier in this game, 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen,
missed that.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
He missed the goal. It's fucking hurt on him. He missed it. I don't know how the fuck he missed that, but I got it anyway.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Look at me. Go. Bravo.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now Benjamin. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Well, because right now you're logged on with per account.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
This pass finds its way to Williams.
Okay, get out of here.
The football.
Get out of here. Come on, man.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Get out of here, man.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over.
Get out of
that
here,
one,
man.
that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
It, man. Get out of here.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Damn, that's my fault.
Block now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Alpha. Ready?
On first down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they
Yo, you
create
gotta
a
kick
play,
that, dog.
run after catch. They didn't.
Yo, what are you doing right now, my guy? Dude, every 4th down, right? Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Every 4th. Bro, every 4th down you went for it.
Really nice Job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Get out of here. We stopped.
But a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Bro, every 4th time this guy didn't wait for it.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Oh, get the...
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
I don't know how. Wow.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Come on, Bosa. Get the
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50, the 40, 30.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away
somebody else
all
fucking
hope, as we like to say.
My fucking D-tackle got that hope. Only he was fucking faster.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. Now Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Rivers. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Because I had the wrong fucking keep in
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Can't on a 3 fucking man rush.
Signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
3 fucking man rush. Give me something. God damn. 3 fucking man rush. I can't fucking. Come on.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. White.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Fuck. Because no fucking pass protection on a 3-man rush, man.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
3-man rush, and I can't get no fucking pass protection, not whatsoever. My goodness. Now what? No. Oh my goodness. So aggravating.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Broncos, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week.